Called The Waiting Game. I want what I want when I want it. Call me spoiled, but you have to admit, if you were raised in this society and if your tastes are anything like mine, you likely want Bruce Chris value on a Mickey D's timeline. And since I want what I want when I want it, I recently approached God with a few things I thought he should tend to. Because in my mind, some people's blessings are simply long overdue. See, I know some single sisters who own something akin to 27 dresses, manicured hands, and professionally groomed tresses, yet the equivalent of emotional messes. Fearful they're forever relegated to bridesmaids. And I know some good guys, too, who are above the games played, opposite the stereotypes the media has portrayed, yet ignored, by drama-loving women who would much rather wade into shark-infested waters than play it safe on the beach. Yeah, I know some people whose dreams are just a few steps beyond reach. So I'm asking when, on behalf of the people whose bodies are racked with cancer's pain, and for those concurrently craving both drug and deliverance, like deserts thirst for rain, when, for childless middle-aged couples who cry as unwed teenagers conceive, and for the saints ministering to others what they themselves no longer believe, when for my laid-off friends who now question the power of prayer, and like those emotional messes of whom I made you aware, I can't pretend I don't care that my left ring finger is still bare.
All right.
But after I posed all these questions to God, his response was not what I expected. He told me that my attention was misdirected, and that instead of asking when a change is going to come, I should be focused on who he wants me to become. God said I've been so distracted by the fact that I'm waiting, so busy plotting, scheming, and contemplating, that I have yet to master the lessons he wants me to learn. When and how should be the least of my concerns. When was the last time I gloried in tribulation, knowing that tribulation worketh patience, and patience experience, and experience hope? God said I have to change my perspective and scope. For if I would seek first the kingdom of God and all his righteousness, pursue him as passionately as the worldly things over which I obsess, all these things will be added unto me. See, we easily forget, and some of us never understand, that after Christ's body had endured all it could withstand, he waited 3 days to rise with all power in his hands. And he's teaching me that this waiting game is as much about obedience as it is patience. So I've decided to follow him despite the expense and even when it doesn't make sense. I'll continue to jump regardless of the number of hurdles in my path. I'll run the marathon, though I'd rather sprint the 100-meter dash. I'll dodge the jabs and hooks during round after round after round in the boxing ring. I'll tee it up over and over on the golf course till I perfect my swing. I'll be the goalie on the soccer field, blocking every shot the devil sends my way. I'll plow through snow-capped mountains and icy ponds if I have to by ski, skate, or sleigh. I'll endure the tackles on the field and the fouls on the blacktop. I'll dive for loose balls and swim lap after lap until God says, stop. I'll keep stumbling along regardless of balance beam's length, because they that wait upon the Lord shall renew their strength. And truthfully, I'm waiting because it's the least I can do. He waited on me through my sins and backsliding. He waited for me to stop running and hiding. He waited for me to quit following every foolish impulse and whim. He waited for me to quit putting everything and everyone before him. So for 2011, I've decided to abandon that Mickey D's creed. And I'm reaching down deep within to find faith at least the size of a grain of mustard seed. And enough common sense and respect to step back and let God take the lead. We're not called to live in distress. Those who are truly blessed find peace in the fact that we're not solely responsible for our fate. And that all God asks is that we trust, obey,